All right, family. So we're going to bring all the pieces that you should have learned in the beginner learning channel into this intermediate trading channel. So we have QQQ above here, and we're going to go over it, and we're going to analyze what we're looking for inside of a trade, why we're getting in the trade, what we are to expect while in the trade, giving us our best take profit area, and what stop loss is referring to. We're going to incorporate the volume. We're going to incorporate the support, the resistance levels. We're going to incorporate all of the beginner pieces that you should have learned and see how it all plays out when you're trading. All right, so we have QQQ here. This is the daily time frame. So we have 3 levels implemented on QQQ on the daily time frame. That's this support level. It was October 2025, and January 2026 is high. All right, it was a high, so it was a resistance level during those times. Resistance level means it comes to a price level and rejects. And then from March 2026, it came and broke above that resistance level, and now since then it is underneath our price level, which makes it a support level. Then it went all the way up, made a high of 748, which we marked that level. Now that is the new resistance level. And underneath, it rejected that 748, June 2026, and came and made a low here at around 688, 690 price level. We marked that. That is our first support level on the daily. And then the next is this support level, which was, again, January 2026, October 2025's high. It is now our support. So now we go on the 1 hour time frame. Every morning we have a day trade theses, levels, everything for us laid out in there. And this is from Friday, this pre-market low and pre-market high level dashed line. It tells us, hey, this support level, pre-market low, is important level. If it holds above it, then it has room to go up. If it breaks underneath, then it's going to go test the next support level, which is our daily support of 688.01. And it also tells us, hey, your resistance level, your pre-market resistance level, if it breaks above there, then it has room to go to the next resistance level, which is this high level, which is this low level. Right, so you have 2 levels that it has room to go and test. The first level is this previous high here, 727, and above previous low. That is a level. So we mark that. Okay, that is important because once we are inside of our trade, we need to be taking things into account. Where can it go? Where, if it goes above, where's my resistance levels? Because when you go, the higher you go in that airplane, the more shaking you get, the more turbulence you get. Same here. As we go up, we go through turbulence, meaning it gets rocky at the next resistance levels. It could break above it. It could reject under it. But it's an important level to take in account of because that's where you may want to take your profit, okay, if it's going up. All right. So we see that Friday market activity, we wanted QQQ to bounce on this pre-market low and had potential to go and test the pre-market high of 719. But if we look, the market opened here at 9:30. This is the 1 hour time frame. So all of these candles represent 1 hour of price action. So when the 9:30 candle market open, it went as high as 715. The bodies closed underneath 715. So 715 was the highest price it went, but the close price was 712. Why it did that? You need to look to the left and see you had a support level, well, a level here, which was Tuesday, June 23rd, 2026, support level. We'll mark that. That was June 23rd, 2026, support level. Tuesday's support level, Tuesday's low, all right, came back for us on Friday because we bounced off our pre-market low and went as high as Tuesday's low. And we did not want to go above it. The candles told you that, hey, we're not going above there. We're going to reject. And it rejected Tuesday's low, which was Friday's resistance level. It was Tuesday's support level because that level was underneath the prices, right? Prices bounce on support. And then once it breaks underneath that support level, that now becomes resistance level because we go up to it. Prices go up to it. And if it could break above it, then the price comes back and tests it as a support. But it didn't break above it. It was a solid resistance level for us Friday. So shout out to UTB. My bad. Your put would have been great. But you have to have a thesis, okay? So with that being said, the bounce was good for it to go up, but to the left, we had a important resistance level that we saw some turbulence at. It did not want to go up anymore. It rejected that level and came back down to test our pre-market low. With this, we needed to understand to the left levels, which is Tuesday's low was Friday's resistance level, and candles and volume. Those three pieces would have allowed us to know, hey, at 11 o'clock, QQQ is not going to go up to test pre-market high. It is high probable going to reject and come back to test pre-market low or potentially under. The candle here showed us that. This red candle closing with a small body inside of the beginner's channel, we go over candlesticks, what they telling us, what can we anticipate after it closed. This candle told us, hey, buyers, sellers they're fighting. Sellers are winning. The 1 o'clock candle told you, hey, sellers won. 2 o'clock on, sellers carry the lead. So the volume, the candle structure, and the to the left levels would have helped us to know this bounce was not going to go test pre-market high. Let's keep that in mind. Everything matters in our trade, and all of our building blocks we need to understand and learn. And that's a clear idea of how they work in a trade.